We're back on Singapore tonight. It was a busy year for the courts with several high-profile trials that captured the headlines, from the conviction of former Transport Minister S Iswaran to the trial of leader of the Opposition Pritam Singh, as well as that of a $3 billion money laundering case. Jeraldine Yap takes a look back at some of these cases.
It's a scene few in Singapore could have imagined. A former government minister arriving at court to face corruption and other criminal charges. The media frenzy outside an indication of the intense public interest in the trial of former Transport Minister S Iswaran. The 62-year-old was charged with 35 counts of corruption, obstructing justice and obtaining valuable items as a public servant, charges he pleaded not guilty to. The prosecution sought to have the case heard in the High Court, citing strong public interest considerations. Contrary to expectations of a lengthy trial, Iswaran changed his plea to guilty within an hour, after the prosecution amended 2 corruption charges to lesser offences and proceeded with only 5 charges. He chose not to appeal against his sentence and is now serving a 12-month jail term. Meanwhile, property tycoon Ong Beng Singh, accused of giving Iswaran gifts, is facing 2 charges. Iswaran wasn't the only political figure to appear before the courts this year. Leader of the Opposition Pritam Singh was also involved in a high-profile criminal trial, one that delivered surprising revelations about what happened after former Workers' Party MP Raisa Khan told a false anecdote in Parliament. Singh is accused of lying to the Committee of Privileges about what happened after Ms. Khan told the lie. Pritam Singh, the Workers' Party leader, was charged in March with 2 counts of making false statements. He also applied to have his case heard in the High Court, but his request was rejected. Over a 3-week trial, more lies were uncovered, including those told by Ms. Khan and 2 other former WP members. The public was particularly interested in hearing from former WP chief Lau Tia Kiang, who questioned why it took so long for party leaders to reveal Ms. Khan's lie. Despite this, Mr. Lau expressed unwavering support for his successor.
I think Singaporeans today are mature. The voters are mature. We are now a mature democracy. The voters can make distinction between who is good politician and who is not a good politician. And I believe Pritam Singh is a good politician. He's capable, competent leader with a heart for Singapore and Singaporeans.
Both sides have presented their cases and now await the judge's verdict due in mid-February. Another case that dominated the headlines this year was the trial of 10 foreign nationals involved in Singapore's largest ever money laundering investigation, valued at $3 billion. The suspects were arrested in August 2023, following a nationwide operation 2 years in the making. All 10 individuals were convicted and sentenced to prison terms ranging from 13 to 17 months. After serving their time behind bars, they were deported. Among the 17 others who fled Singapore, 15 have agreed to surrender assets worth approximately $1.85 billion to the state, and they have been barred from returning. Investigations into the remaining 2 are ongoing.